how to go from a low frequency to a high frequency. First of all, it is very helpful to acknowledge the low frequency. Say, I am feeling sad, afraid, angry, whatever it is. Of course, there's a million variations on those 3 themes. It's okay. It's okay. Just acknowledge whatever it is, whatever the feeling is. And as you do this, notice your breath. Notice your capacity to acknowledge and to breathe. Take your time. And as you do this, notice that your acknowledgement is giving you space. It's giving you distance and even detachment. The beginning of detachment and notice that space, expansive feeling and distance and growing detachment is happening now. It's always happening now. So I am feeling whatever it is, which is uncomfortable and which has imprisoned my attention for a spell. Funny words, right? Was I spelling myself? In other words, as I acknowledge whatever it was, I also see how the ordinary mind, the ego mind identity, might have gone down a rabbit hole, might have been spinning all sorts of narratives about the why and the how and the when and the what ifs, etc. And there as well, acknowledging brings relief, brings distance, brings detachment through space, through the space of what I am, of my being. It's such a beautiful journey of integration. So, whenever I am not feeling the bliss and the love, which is in all directions and therefore first felt in the little self, the body-mind identity, whenever I is not feeling that, it is because the attention has gotten itself wrapped up, tied up in knots, lost, distracted, spelled, hypnotized, however you wish to describe it, in a temporary state, which is not the true nature of being, and which is akin to a contraction that is lasting too long, and that is beyond the boundaries of coherency, because there's nothing wrong with contraction. We We require contraction to be able to move about in this physical body. And what we desire is for there to be balance, equilibrium, and harmony, so that the contraction doesn't lose energy, doesn't become entropic. And entropy is the mark of a closed system, when there's this feeling of losing energy. So opening up again allows us to bring energy back into our physical vehicle and all that goes with it, the body, mind, identity. And that opening is the opening of self-love, which then can beam out in all directions into the fractal and holographic fabric and mirror of the dream of which you and I are the center. There is fathomless power, potency in aligning to the center of where you already are, because everywhere you are is the center of your life, of your experience. And your physical body, the beautiful, precious human vehicle, has this extraordinary, simple, vertical axis of the spine, and the head sitting atop of the spine, and the crown connecting to heaven, and feeling that levity, feeling that touch, which then holds you, holding yourself and sinking down, gliding down the vertical axis to the root, through the heart and all the other stations in between, right? Like the throat, not a trivial one. Feel that capacity to breathe. To communicate the ether that is the fabric, the substance, the essence, the fluid of your body here, of all the bodies of the dream. And then all the way down to the root, to the core, and through the root to the feet and the soles of the feet. And that, my friend, is your integrity. And even if the body is feeling a little low, the stuff happens. Remind yourself, I am feeling this, acknowledge, and that is not what you are. What you are is the capacity to feel and to know and to love, and everything that comes into your field of awareness is there exactly for that. And so, my dears, we follow the beautiful hints, the beautiful markers, the insights, the dots that we are connecting, and take it from there with all my love.